The long climb up to the commentary box. You had a close look at the pitch earlier, Tony. How did it look?
Thanks, Jonathan, and good evening, everyone. This pitch will provide an even pace and bounce with the ball coming on nicely to the bat, so the batsmen should enjoy themselves out there. The bowlers will have to make full use of the new ball if they're to keep the score down, with line and length being absolutely vital.
As usual, the toss is crucial, so let's get down there to see who calls correctly. Looks like they're going to have a bowl. It'll be interesting to see if that was the right decision as the game progresses. I can't see too many empty seats around the ground, so... That was right out of the top drawer.
It seems like miles back to the pavilion when you got out cheaply.
Let's take another look at that in replay. Real concentration required for the new batsman here.
Wonderful shot, he really punished the bowler there.
That's 4 more. He was onto that in a flash. Batsman coming back for 2. That's 2 more.
The whole question of swing bowling is top of mind in the world of cricket at the moment, mainly because...
Oh, comprehensively bowled. The batsman really had no answer to that ball.
He had been kicking himself about that dismissal. He really didn't play that ball very well.
Let's have a look at that from another angle. So it's a left-right combination at the crease now. Immaculate timing. He looks in fine form.
He's found the gap.
That was a confident shot. Very well timed. The bowler looks most unimpressed with that.
He plays that shot really well and it brings him a lot.
No ball.
One more to sundries. Well, that's a superb shot. He's given that one mighty well. 6 runs.
He picked his spot on there.
He picked the length really. Beautiful stroke. He found the gap with precision.
That was...
The ball just runs out and...
That's out.
Let's take another look at that in replay. Good shot, and good stop too. Edged. He's gone too. Let's have a look at the action replay. What's the umpire going to say about this one? Out for a goal.
There might be a few heated words said about that in the changing room.
And from another angle. Absolute concentration required from the new man in. Let's take another look at that in... 2 runs onto the batsman's total. That was a shot right out of the coaching lane.
Absolutely effortless. He hardly seemed to hit it.
That was a very confident shot. That's beautifully played. The ball coming right out of the middle of the bat. If you watch that onto the bat, perfect.
Well, the bowler won't like that too much.
Well explained to the crowd now.
No ball.
He's having some problems with his run-up out there.
Well, that could prove costly later in the match.
Beautiful stroke. That's 4 more.
Well, that's good batting. He might have hit it in the air, but it was pretty safe and got him 4 runs.
It was in the air, but pretty safe. Thin edge. Let's look at that again. So into the tail now, and these lower order batsmen have got to show some resistance. That's 1 more onto the score. Lovely shot, right out of the middle.
And another 4. He's found the gap.
That clattered into the hoardings. He's got him. Let's have a look at the action replay.
Everything was in the right place there. It fairly raced him backward.
That was a very delicate late cut. Nothing scored. Nice shot.
Absolutely effortless. He hardly seemed to hit it.
Splendid stroke. Thin edge. Very unlucky for the bowler there. That was a superb delivery.
He'll be kicking himself about that dismissal. He really didn't play that ball very well.
Let's take a look at that from another angle. The tail's really exposed now. Big shout. He's got hold of that.
And a cracking shot, but he looks in fantastic form.
He hit that over the top expertly. Very well played. Well, if you're the bowler, you'll be kicking yourself. Don't want to be conceding boundaries to the tail enders. It was in the air, but pretty safe. Quality timing there. It's in the air, but there's nobody near it, and it'll go for 4.
That was a fine shot for 4.
He was onto that in a flash. Goal. And from another angle. The tail's exposed now. He's got him. Let's take a look at that from another angle. That brings the innings to a close. He's heading back to the pavilion with no runs to his name.
With a chance of victory seemingly gone, these batsmen must...
Some strengths can also be viewed as potential weaknesses, Tony.
Well, I'm not so sure about that. As far as I'm concerned, if you have a strength, that's an advantage. If every now and again that cover drive leads to an outside edge which ends up in the hands of slips, well, I mean, so be it. That may have happened anyhow. You could also argue that a batsman who's a good puller of the ball, hits those wonderful sixes every now and again, is going to get caught at the top edge. Well,
6.
smashing shot, really magnificent. I'd pay money just to come and see that again.
Splendid stroke.
That's an important catch. He did well to hang on to it.
Let's take a look at that from another angle. The new man. Great shot.
Well, if you want to show the kids the perfect way to play that shot, there's a fine job.
He hit that with great power. Batsman coming back for 2.
Terrific shot.
Through the gap, and that'll go for 4.
Oh, lovely timing. He played that beautifully.
That's a real crowd pleaser. Great shot.
Pure time. Glorious shot. Batsman coming back for 2.
Oh, what's the umpire going to say about this one?
Foolish running. That's throwing wickets away.
Well, they got themselves into a right mess there and paid the price.
Let's take another look at that in replay.
Start changing things around now.
That's well played. That's in the air, and 6 glorious runs.
It's a cracking shot. He really does look in excellent form.
He's really punishing any stray deliveries today. So the run rate stands at just over 5 and over.
Terrific shot.
It was a cracking shot. He got him.
There's no doubt that everyone that goes to South Africa looks forward to playing at the bull ring. Out!
Yet again, the batsman fails to follow the ball, and he's out.
Well, he picked the field around perfectly with that shot.
Let's take another look at that in replay.
At this stage of the match, on this wicket, the spinner should be doing most of the bowling.
Right out of the top drawer. The bowler's most unimpressed with that.
That was a cracking shot. He really got into position beautifully there.
Splendid stroke. Very well played.
The bowler might just have to put a little extra into his big delivery.
That was a shot right out of a coaching man. He was onto that in a flash. Great timing on the shot. That's 4 more.
Absolutely effortless. He hardly seemed to hit.
That was a confident shot. Timed that to perfection.
Oh, what can I say? He looks in top form today.
That shot brought the crowd to their feet. The bowler concedes 9 off the over.
What's the umpire going to say about this one?
He's called for the third umpire. And from another angle.
They're tough ones for the umpire. We get to see it in slow motion or with Hawkeye over and over, but in the middle, they only get one shot at it at full speed.
There's the red light. He's out.
There was never a run there. I can't believe they even tried for it.
Lovely shot.
That's raced away through.
He plays that shot really well and it brings him a lot of runs.
That really is an expensive over. Wide ball signalled by the umpire. Required run rate has crept up to around 8 and over. Great shot. Smashed for 4.
He picked his...
6 runs come from the over then. Brilliant timing.
Smashing shot, really magnificent. I'd pay money just to come and see that again.
Well, what's the umpire going to say about this one? Good shot. Yet again, the batsman fails to follow the ball, and he does.
Well caught, he didn't really look like missing that one at all.
So, new batsman at the crease.
He sent him back. What? That's a really good shout.
Let's see what the third umpire says. Let's take a look at that from another angle.
They're tough ones for the umpire. We get to see it in slow motion or with Hawk.
The third umpire's given him out. The tail's exposed after that crucial breakthrough.
What a mess.
Batsman coming back for a second. The over goes for 9.
Challenge.
Beautiful timing.
Great footwork, beautiful shot.
They had 4 runs written all over it from the moment he left his bat.
Batsman coming back for 2.
Got him!
Yet again, the batsman fails to follow the ball, and he's out.
That's a sloppy shot. He didn't get over it at all.
Let's take another look at that in replay.
Serious pressure on the new man in there.
Right out of the top drawer.
That's raced away to the fence.
Well, that's a wonderful shot. He looks in great shape out there.
That's out.
Yet again, the batsman fails to follow the ball, and he's out.
Well, he picked the fielder out perfectly with that shot.
Let's have a look at that from another angle. Plenty of pressure on the new batsman then.
That's a confident appeal. Gone.
That about wraps it up now.
You can't afford to lose wickets like that in top-class cricket.
And from another angle.
It's all over. Well, the winning team really took their chances here today, and they've been rewarded. Congratulations to them.